As a man, there is no easy life. If you're looking for an easy life, you should have been a girl. You made a mistake. Your life is not about being easy. Your life is not about being happy. Your life is always going to be difficult. All of the pain you feel, all of the sadness you feel, you're supposed to feel as a man, and you have two effective binary choices. You either go through the suffering and go through the trauma and go through the hardship it takes to be a man of value, or you suffer eternity as a nobody.
Peace. Kofa. Growth Talk Podcast. Wake your glass up. What is going on, y'all? Happy Thursday. Happy Friday Eve. The time is now 8 o'clock p.m. in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. That is Eastern Standard Time. Today is Thursday, December 28th. We're almost to the new year, y'all. December 28th, 2023, the year of our Lord. Once again, this is Growth Talk Podcast, where growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. This is where we help men find a positive fuck it. I am your humble host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell, right there on the screen. General housekeeping. You see the Cash App, you see the PayPal. Y'all been in the YouTube streets long enough. You know how to use super chats and super stickers. I appreciate all those. It helps the channel to grow. If you don't want to donate, you're not too sure about me, that's fine. I'm going to keep on cooking. But rule number one, take your shoes off when you come in my house. Hit the like button. It's free. Also hit the subscribe button. If you're new here, I'm coming down your timeline. You sticking your head in the door and want to see what's going on, what I'm talking about. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Those are free. Those aren't super stickers and super chats and Cash Apps and PayPals. Likes and subscriptions are free. Take your shoes off when you come in my house. Go ahead, hit both of those buttons for me. Thank y'all for being in here. Thank y'all for bearing with me. Let me go ahead and hit y'all with Randy.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful, give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely. And
back on me. Appreciate y'all being in here. I really do. Look, Felicia done already came in with the $2 sis. Let me go ahead and grab your chat first. You coming in, donating off top. Felicia says, let's get this party started right. Yes, ma'am.
You go, girl.
And of course, one more time for Auntie Sean.
These last $2.
Let me see who else we got in here. Let me go ahead and get BT. Brother BT, my apologies. Y'all, I had to move the live to 8 o'clock instead of 7:30. BT was out of town with the fam. Salute to Mama Lex. Salute to the babies. I'm not going to say their names on here, but salute to them. Sorry, brother, I had to move it. We were texting back and forth. I'll let the rest of y'all know why, but he knows why I had to move it. I got y'all in a second, but my bad, BT. Sorry, brother. Let me get Felicia again. Top comment. She says, to all our new subscribers, welcome to the platform and enjoy the show. Yes, ma'am. I saw your, there it goes. Felicia also says, happy holidays, Grow Talk family. I hope everyone is doing well this evening. Yes, ma'am.
You go, girl.
BT says, Kofa Lex told me to tell you I saved an old black lady on the plane. I'll explain later. Man, these conversations me and BT have offline are hilarious. Brother Myron in the building. What's going on, good brother? He says, good evening and blessings to everyone here tonight. Happy New Year as well. Yes, Happy New Year, y'all. Corey Joe in the building.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Appreciate you being in here, good brother. Thank you. Corey says, what up, y'all? Let's see. Let's keep on scrolling. Thought I saw DG in here. There you go, brother. Derek Gaines in the building.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Salute to you and yours, bro. He says, roll tide. Salute, Kofa. Yes, sir. Roll tide. Corey Joe says, yep, we made it. We claiming it 3 days early. We here. New year. That's why I want to kind of kick this one off tonight. Corey Joe laughing at Randy. Felicia says, like and subscriptions are free. Yes, ma'am, they are. Myron also says, salute, brothers and sisters. Salute to you once again, brother. Thank y'all for being in here tonight. Real quick story time. I had to move the live 30 minutes because I'm out there smoking a cigar before the live. Y'all know I'm going to have one after as well. Don't worry, your boy keeps himself in shape, so I'm still good on my health. But I love my cigars. So I'm sitting out there getting my thoughts together, piecing a couple of clips for the show together tonight. Lo and behold, a stray pit bull walks by, right? So, quick backstory. A couple of months ago during the summer, another pit bull got loose, and I had to text some of my neighbors like, hey, do you know whose dog this is? Gave the dog some water, gave her some cold cuts. She was real happy, little brown pit bull. So tonight, it had got dark already. So I see the other pit bull. I'm like, damn, Sandy done got out again. God damn it, Sandy.
You go, girl.
So I'm getting ready to walk her because my other neighbor found out who dog it was before, and then he let him know, and he walked him over, and we chatted up. I gave him his dog back. So I thought Sandy had got out again. So I was like, damn, Sandy. So I called the dog, and the dog looks up, and it comes over. As soon as it hits the light of the garage, I'm like, this ain't no goddamn Sandy.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So got to take a video of the dog, take a picture of the dog, put it on my Nextdoor app, and see whose dog it belongs to. And I'm racking my brain like, damn, like whose dog it is. So in the meantime, gave the dog some water, and it's a good dog. This one's a boy. He's gray. He just walked up to me, let me pet him. All this. It wasn't aggressive at all. Little sweet dog. You can tell he's, pits have some size on him, but you can tell he's still a puppy. He's still a baby. So gave him some water, and then Christmas time, I had got some beef ribs from my pops and my mom, and I had brought them home. So I'm like, damn, I ain't got no damn dog food. So I had to heat up the beef ribs, chopped them up, because the dog, he looked hungry, like he was really lost. Because when I gave him the water, he just went to town on the water. So gave him a little beef ribs just to say I fed him, just in case somebody calls me back. So put it on Nextdoor. I'm calling the animal shelter. They're not open. It automatically routes me to fucking 911. I get the damn emergency contact. And I'm like, ma'am, I found this dog, blah, 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 blah. She was like, oh, yeah, we can send somebody out. It'll be 24 to 48 hours.
No.
I'm like, 24 to 48 hours? Like, man, I'm not trying to keep this dog. I don't want to let him loose like he was, because the rest of my neighbors have really small dogs. For whatever reason, sometimes they let them go outside by themselves. I know one of my neighbors, her little dog, he likes to shoot out, and that little motherfucker is fast. So he'll shoot out running. It's an older lady. She walked by again tonight with her little small dog, and the dog that I was keeping, I don't have no leash. I'm not a dog owner. Luckily, he had a collar on. Of course, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people. Put collars, names, contact information on your dogs, please. Nothing's on his collar to identify who he belongs to. Luckily, he had one of those latches, had a thick collar on, so I have to snatch him up by his collar because he's getting ready to go after the other dog. I don't think he was going to bite. I think he thought it was playtime. But I'm holding him, and I didn't want to scare my older neighbor. So I'm like, Miss So-and-so. I'm like, Miss So-and-so, she can't fucking hear good, y'all. Lord Jesus, God bless her.
You go, girl.
So she's like, you have a good night too. I'm like, no, keep walking. She done stopped, started walking toward the damn garage. I'm like, no. And then she gets closer, like, oh, is that a dog? I'm like, I don't have a leash for him. He's not mine.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So he's pulling, but good dog. I told him to sit. He sat. So he would just kind of nudge him while he was sitting. He wouldn't get up though. So I know he belongs to somebody. He follows commands. He's down there in the garage now. If y'all happen to hear some barking or whimpering, but he's good. I left my little space heater that I use when I'm smoking in the cold. I left that out for him, put some old blankets out for him. So I fed him, I watered him, and then I ended up walking him. That was the funny part, BT. I was just telling BT through text. I walked him down to my other older neighbor's house. She's an older lady. She lives by herself. Ladies, y'all better get y'all a fucking man.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So I don't know if Paw died or what, but she had two little small dogs in a pit that looks like that. So I was like, oh shit, I'm racking my brain this whole time. That's Miss So-and-so in the corner. So I walk him down there. I had to take my my exercise bands. I had to loop those around his collar, and I had to make a makeshift collar. Walk him down there, knock on the door, she won't answer. Ring the doorbell, she won't answer. It's dark, I understand. It's Atlanta, she lives by herself. I get it. So I walked down there to ask her. He wasn't there. So I had to come back, do the makeshift collar, then walk the dog back down there just in case she peeked through the blinds and saw him. So it's not funny. I'm so fucked up. Y'all stay with me. I'm at the door with the dog. She finally comes to the door. Can I help you? I'm like, ma'am, it's your neighbor down the street. Did you lose your dog? No, I didn't lose my dog. I'm like, cause this one out here, he looks like the one that you have, when I see you walking him when I'm, out on my jogs and stuff. No, baby, my dog died.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So my black ass trying to help out, I'm bringing up old memories and shit. But that's my story. That's why I'm 30 minutes late. I thank y'all for riding with me through that damn rant. let me get back over here to y'all comments, man. Lord Jesus. So, let me see. Pooh Man says, what up, though? What up, bro? Appreciate you being in here, Pooh Man. I think I got that. Let me keep on going. EJ in the building. What's going on, good brother? I see you. Where we at? Corey Joe says, nope. And be trolling. Israel in the building. What's going on, bro? He says, angry gets shit done. Yes, it does. I'm going to get into that shortly. Excuse me. Corey Joe says, hit the like button, please. My apologies, y'all. I just wanted to let y'all know legitimately why the show started late tonight, but it is what it is. We here now. Again, the dog is safe. He's fine, but these motherfuckers know they pissed me off talking about 24 to 48 hours. Jesus Christ. I'm not trying to hold on to this dog. And this is like the fourth dog I've found, y'all. Anytime I'm in the garage, they just walk by. I'll call them. They'll come up like it's crazy. The two pit bulls came up to me. One of them tall poodles, that motherfucker is fast. He is fast. He will not come to me for shit. And I see him walking all the time. So I don't know if he's a stray or what, but most people ain't going. I've never seen a stray poodle, whatever the term is for the tall ones. I've never seen a stray poodle like that. Beautiful dog, like snow white coat. So somebody's taking care of him. I don't know if he keep running away or what, but he will not come to me so I can figure it out. He just runs away. And then my other neighbor's dog got out, the little one across the street, fast as fuck. I had to find him. And then he eventually went on ahead and came back home on his own. So I'm the dog whisperer. I don't know why. I put it in the Next Door app, and damn if I say that, somebody emails me. Let me see. Somebody hit me up on the Next Door app. They think they know who it is. Okay, cool. I'll take it down to them after the show. But yeah, that's my story, y'all. So Kofa's a dog whisperer. I'd be like, fuck the community, but here I am trying to help out and fuck the kids. But I love the kids. They ass is going back just like that goddamn dog. I don't want to put him in the system, but his ass finna go.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So hopefully they call me tomorrow, but it is what it is. He came, he sat, he chilled. He was barking. I told him to shut up. He responded by shutting the fuck up. So I know he belonged to somebody. But let's get into tonight's topic, man. Comfort is the enemy. I dropped a short last week, kind of dropped a similar one today. Comfort is the enemy of progress, gentlemen. Talking to you, talking to me first, because I hold myself accountable, right? So comfort is the progress of enemy. I got comfortable in my cloud journey this year because I passed my assessment last year and I kind of fell off with my studies. So now I'm cranking it back up at the top of 2024. I'm scheduled to take the test. I've already paid for it. I'm still studying, but it's not until like the day before I go to Cartagena.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So going to Cartagena in January. So I take that test the day before. Prayerfully, I'll pray for the boys. Good news. Like I said, I'm going to study. I'm going to put in the work. So I should be good. So I'm trying to do these little mini steps to keep it going, right? Because again, comfort is the enemy of progress. So we're going to get into a couple clips tonight. We're going to review some Kevin just because I don't know what hit me. It's not like I knew the brother, but his message has resounded with me. I really haven't sat down and listened to any Kevin Samuels since he passed last year, 2022. Now we're going to be coming up shortly in the next few months on the second year of his passing. So I'm kind of getting back into the rhythm of listening to him consistently just because he's an older gentleman. He had lived it. He had went through it. He was open and honest about his simp phase, his friend zone phases, all those things. So he's always challenging us to get better. So I wanted to inject him in tonight's conversation especially. But let's go ahead. Got another super chat. Hold up. JT Coin Rings in the building with the $2 super chat. He says, hello, Kofa and chat. Appreciate it, brother.
These last $2.
JT, it's an A, not an I, brother. All good, though. I ain't mad. Thank you for the $2. EJ with the 20 bomb on me. He says, these last $20. Appreciate it, brother.
These last $2.
For that 20 spot.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Corey says, Kofa about to cuss you out, JT. No, man, JT, that dude, man, I would never do that. I need some financial advice. Shit. Again, trying to scale up. So I will be hitting up JT later on this year. Soon come, JT. We'll be talking, brother. I mean, JT. See, I fucked up your name. But all good. He says, my bad, Kofa. I type a typo in the super chat. All good, brother. All good. I appreciate you being in here. But brothers like JT, he has a different direction with his channel. And he's still just as big, in my opinion, as any other YouTuber. The big people know his name, Beautiful Lies. Salute to El Guapo, Beautiful Lies. I believe lead attorney. I hear his name when he's in the chat. So salute to you, brother. Keep doing what you do. We need a pivot from a lot of these relationship conversations. Y'all know how I get on them. But thank you for being in here. But let's go ahead and get to the first one. I want to play y'all a couple of clips because this is what they want you to be. This is the stuff that we're supposed to accept as men, black men specifically, in this country.
Saquon ain't do nothing. All he did was rob the gas station. Y'all acting like he robbed Walmart or something. Release my nigga. Release my nigga.
All he did was rob a gas station. Ladies.
This is letter L. Upper and lowercase letter L.
Y'all gonna have to hold that one. All he did was rob a gas. Not like he robbed Walmart. You know the hood love our Walmarts.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Ridiculous. That type of stuff is what they want us to get used to. Because while she's screaming, release him, she fucking with somebody that she wants to be a father to her child. We already know that. We're going to stay on topic tonight. We're going to stay focused, brothers. Like Umar said, we're going to stay focused. It's about getting better. Don't get comfortable. I'm showing you this stuff because this is where they want us at. They want us to be comfortable with that type of behavior. They also want us comfortable with this. Speaking of him being in prison.
Prison fuck nigga pageant, man. Prison fuck nigga pageant, man. This how they do up in this bitch. This how they doing here. This how they doing this, man.
A prison F-boy pageant. You see these dudes look over 6 foot tall, buff, the type of stuff that women claim they want. But look what they doing behind the wall.
No. Take that monkey shit out. You embarrassing us.
Bring it back on me. I think y'all get the picture. That's what they want us at. That's the culture they want us to accept. I, for one, can't do it anymore. All the it was a great documentary, the 13th on Netflix. Salute to Ava DuVernay.
You go, girl!
But using slavery as an excuse to keep this type of culture going, to understand it, to sympathize or empathize with it, because we all got somebody behind the wall, right? But that type of behavior from our women and our men is what they want us to get comfortable with. And then when you start bogging down into the culture, so to speak, next thing you know, you done did something stupid. You done completely checked out, whether you turn up the bottle or smoking too much or drugs or oversex and running behind these women. Then you find yourself not even a part of society. It is a difference. Hear me clearly, brothers. It is a difference when you make an active choice to check out, passports, dating out, dealing with people that don't look like you in business, doing those things that people would in our culture would consider bougie. You think you better than somebody. That type of stuff is usually what's actually going to get you ahead. You ahead, not the community. You. Tonight is the focus on self. Even though we all in the chat, we all here supporting each other, y'all here supporting me, the focus is on the self. I want you to start looking in the mirror, being honest with yourself. Don't become part of that culture. Don't become that wino, because I'm starting to see and maybe I just haven't paid attention to it. Maybe it's the change in my brain. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping or if y'all started catching it, or maybe it's the change in, you know, your outlook on life. I'm seeing more and more younger people, 20s and 30s, that are already fucking crackheads.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I use the term crackhead loosely, whether it's an alcoholic, a wino like a Ned the Wino for those old enough to remember good times, but already checking out of society, self-harming, so to speak, not the full deletion, but a slow self-checkout line, as I call it, a slow death. Drinking, drugs, over partying. That's why so many of these sisters look older than what they are. That black don't crack is some bullshit.
No.
It's starting to catch up with a lot of people. I'm seeing a lot more homeless people that are in our age group, respectively to the chat, 30s, 40s, you know, up. People that have worked. Brothers, I don't want y'all checking out. So tonight, I'm going to pour into you. Let's go ahead and keep the content running. But first, let me get these comments. Logic and Reason is snuck in the building. What's going on, y'all? Hope y'all are doing well. Holiday greetings to you as well, fam. Myron says, complicity not only kills on the battlefield military service, but in everyday life in terms of meeting and exceeding goals.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And I might do a vision board again. I kind of fell off with that stuff too. Kofa is spiritual. I'm Muslim, but I'm more spiritual. That's what I lean to. Just visualizing, seeing it, having a goal, setting a goal, attacking the goal, all that jazz. So I don't have a vision board downstairs, but anybody in military service, maybe it's in regular business too, where you have those big calendars you can hang on your wall where it got like 3 different months and you got to kind of pin it in, you know, what day of the month it is, you know, this project is due then, this is due then, whatever the case may be. I have one of those downstairs. So I got to clean that up before the weekend, before the new year, and set these goals for the first quarter of the year. Excuse me. So I appreciate that, Myron. That is fact. Complicity not only kills on the battlefield, military service, but in everyday life in terms of meeting and exceeding goals. This is a fact, brother. Let's keep on going. Where we at? Corey Joe dropped the links. I appreciate it, good brother. Where we at? International Quiet Storm in the building. What's going on, good bro? I appreciate you being in here. He's dropping the links as well. All right, we're gonna keep on going. And salute to Quiet Storm. And I can't remember who, if was it KP or someone else that was in the chat that was pushing me to go get my global entry. So I applied for that.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And I have my interview on the 11th of January. So I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna be part of the global entry club for the Passport Bros soon as well. Like I said, I haven't got to the Passport Bro level, but I am Passport Bro adjacent. So thank you, Quiet Storm, and I want to say KP that was pushing me to go ahead and get that global entry. So it's in the works, bro. Just got to knock out that interview. Let's go ahead and move to some more content. This is from Stan Lee. Just a quick word.
There is something that you feel is good, something you want to do, something that means something to you. Try to do it, because I think you can only do your best work if you're doing what you want to do, and if you're doing it the way you think it should be done, and if you can take pride in it after you've done it, no matter what it is. You can look at it and say, I did that, and I think it's pretty damn good.
Think about this for a second. Bring it back on myself. That was a simple and profound word. Most people are going to say, well, what if you want to do drugs? And what if you want to run behind women? All that. You know what the fuck that man was talking about. Something positive. And a lot of times doing something positive, we get caught up in our feelings, worried about looking silly, worried about what somebody else is going to say or think about it. And then you got those family members, you got those friends, you got those coworkers that just constantly poking at you because you're trying to take a different path. I don't know how many times Quiet Storm has had to say it, man. I had to stop fucking with my family.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Had he listened to the women of his family, that brother would not have hit the countries that he hit. He would not be making the moves that he's making. He would not be have a name in these YouTube streets without us not even knowing what the brother looked like. he wouldn't have pushed Kofa to go get that global entry had he listened. When you taking this cookie cutter advice, so to speak, do the same old same run of the mill, go to work, pay bills, go to church, come back home and die. When you following that path, you know what the end result is going to be, an unfulfilled life. I know people are going through it right now. I know seasonal depression is real from Thanksgiving to Christmas. Again, the whole family structure thing. I know it's real, brothers, but I need y'all to fight. If you have fought for that woman, if you have fought for those kids, if you have fought for that job, you can damn sure fight for your damn self.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Plain and simple. The good that you have put out into the world, start giving yourself some of that. So just like Stan Lee just said, when you can do it well, and it's something that you want to do, something you enjoy, and you can do it with pride, have no shame in that. It may take you a little bit longer. It's going to look like everybody else is balling out of control. We've seen this movie before where the dope boys got the cars, or this dude, he came out of college first and he got a better job than everybody else. Keep skilling, skilling, skilling and scaling up. Kevin's going to get into that in a little bit, but I want to replay this Andrew for those that may have missed it when I first came on. Then I'll get to y'all comments.
As a man, there is no easy life. If you're looking for an easy life, you should have been a girl. You made a mistake. Your life is not about being easy. Your life is not about being happy. Your life is always going to be difficult. All of the pain you feel, all of the sadness you feel, you're supposed to feel as a man, and you have two effective binary choices. You either go through the suffering and go through the trauma and go through the hardship it takes to be a man of value, or you suffer eternity as a nobody.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
I'm not trying to continue to suffer. I done already made it over that hump. You already made it over the hump. Why would you die on that hill?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Why would you stay in that spot? You going through hell. Why would you stop? It's hot as fuck. Keep moving forward. That's essentially what the brother was saying. I just want to drop these little tidbits in there from these little clips that I find. This shit is motivational to me. Y'all let me know in the chat if it makes sense to y'all, if these are some of the things that you have said out your mouth. But you're not a celebrity. You don't have some big name on social media. I don't have a big name on social media at all. So I definitely appreciate y'all rocking with me as I continue to build this channel. I could have quit last year. I could have quit this year at the top. My January was fucked. I shared that story off and on throughout the year. My mentor died right after New Year's, had the funeral right after New Year's, almost got put out the army on a medical. A month later, the boy has fought. I got here. Y'all done seen me boohoo snot cry on this motherfucker. It's for a reason. It's not for a show. It's not for super chats. It's not for likes. You're looking at a man. I know I'm talking to men. For those of y'all that we exchange numbers and we've been on the phone, whether it's just text or phone calls, I know I'm talking to some men. Some are doing better than others. Some are in a hurt space more than others. Some are just coming out of it. Scarface is my favorite rapper. Y'all know that. Scarface and Nas. If you ask me Monday, it might be Scarface. You ask me Tuesday, it'll be Nas. I don't know. But something Scarface said on one of his albums, I believe it was Last of a Dying Breed. I forgot what song it was, but on Last of a Dying Breed, he said, you either going into a storm, you're in a storm, or you're just coming out of a storm. It's a constant rotation. That's what Andrew Tate was just talking about. You're going to always have something going on. It doesn't always have to be bad. It's just maybe a little bit difficult. Something for you to figure out. That's what we do as men. We're problem solvers. That's why a lot of women give pushback to this red pill. That's why a lot of men give pushback to the red pill, because it's answering a lot of questions that people don't want to ask out loud. That's the biggest thing they hated Kevin Samuels for, was telling the fucking truth.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Harsh realities. Harsh realities. But he had a conversation about it. He brought it to the public. People didn't like it, but I ain't never, as much shit as they talked about Kevin, I ain't never heard y'all motherfuckers call that man a lie.
knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Let me get to y'all comments. Where we at? KP done snuck in the building. I see you, bro. Where we at? Israel says, great job on the likes. Yes, I thank y'all. Because sometimes I can see them on my screen sometimes, and sometimes I'm just over here cooking. I'm in the moment. Yep. Go ahead and snatch up that Growth Talk merch. Y'all see the link in the chat. Y'all see the hoodie on me. Stop lying on black men. We're going to keep pushing that. Start turning it into a hashtag. Quiet Storm says, nice. The interview usually takes like 15 to 20 minutes. Speaking of the global entry interview, the interview usually takes 15 to 20 minutes. It's just a quick verification process so they can verify you are who you say you are. Your final global entry card will come in the mail.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
And Quiet Storm, I think you did some time in the military as well, bro. Did that make it go faster? Because I know it pretty much goes through Homeland Security when you're doing that. So I know they can see our information because it's a government entity. Did it make your process faster? I'm just curious. Let me keep on going. Jay Will in the building. What's going on, bro? Been a little minute. He says, peace, Kofa, and peace to everyone in the chat. Peace to you, bro.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Yeah, Derek says, Mr. Marvel himself, speaking of Stan Lee, salute to him. Yes. Jay Will says, got a ninja watch tonight. All good, brother. We're going to be over here cooking. Israel says, SYSBM. Save yourself, black man. Save yourself, bro. You cannot, again, the whole airplane, you put your mask on first. The whole airplane example. When there's turbulence, then mask drop down. Oh shit, this is serious. You put your mask on you first. Then you can take care of everybody else. You cannot take care of your child. You cannot take care of your old lady. You cannot take care of your community if you don't take care of you first. Let me keep on scrolling. KP in the building. I just brought you up, good brother. Were you also the one that was pushing me to get that global entry, KP? KP says, just got in. You working on that global entry? I see. Yes. Yes, brother. Yes. I thought it was you. I was like, it was Quiet Storm, and I want to say KP. So I'm glad you confirmed it. Yeah, brother. I am. I got the interview on January 11th. KP says, keep pushing, bro. We gonna win in the end.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Myron says, salute to Kofa for being resilient. He had a typo. All good. I like when y'all correct those. Lets me know everybody can fucking read. Me too. Where's my damn... I lost my button.
Read. Yeah, motherfucker. I ain't no criminal. I can't read, bitch.
All good. I know I got an intelligent audience. Sister Take Heed in the building. What's going on, sis?
You go, girl!
She says, hello, sir. Hello, ma'am. And hello to everyone in the chat. Where we at? Take Heed says, nope, no lies. Talking about Kevin Samuels. I know Take Heed love us some Kevin Samuels. Myron says, Kevin was a real one for sure. Respect and RIP to Kevin Samuels. Big fact. Let's keep on scrolling. Durf Boy in the building. He says, Hadouken. What's good, Kofa? What's good, bro? Where my damn sound drop? I think I'm moving my Hadouken. I'll be moving stuff around so you get a Hadouken that I have to do for right now. Durf Boy, I appreciate it, bro. He says, yes, I do. Speaking about Kevin Samuels. Quiet Storm come back with it. He says, yeah, your military status not necessarily sped up the process. It just made it easier on their end. Bring your military ID and passport as your two forms of ID. I got my card in the mail in about a week.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Those of y'all looking to get global entry, let me tell you why I made that face and dropped that drop. When you first go on that site, a little window pops up and it says it's going to be about 4 to 6 months. My damn soul almost left my body, but I was like, Quiet Storm told me to, KP told me to, and as soon as I did, Quiet Storm was the first person I hit up, was like, hey bro, I just applied.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Let's keep the content going. So now we got to talk a little bit about, again, where they want us at. Andrew Tate just spoke, Stan Lee and Andrew Tate spoke about just persevering, doing what you want to do, doing what you have to do as well to get ahead. This is also what it looks like when we start making these choices, when we start telling certain people no, stop answering certain phone calls, stop answering certain texts, stop responding to certain shit online. This is what it looks like.
No such thing as toxic masculinity?
No such thing. There are toxic people, and those toxic people can be masculine or feminine. But when the man pulls you out of your burning building, you don't give a fuck how masculine he is. There's no too masculine then. Masculinity is masculinity. Femininity is femininity.
There is such thing as toxic masculinity.
There is no. The toxic,
Disavow.
So toxic masculinity was a term created in the 1990s when psychologists were trying to study violent offenders in prison. When guys would step on each other's toes and then they would start stabbing each other, it was just a term that was used by those psychiatrists to determine a type of behavior where men would resort to extreme levels of violence for no reason. And then somehow mainstream psychology got a hold of it and became this pop term. There is no such thing as toxic masculinity. There is just masculinity, and then there are some people who are toxic. That has nothing to do with each other. I can show you tons of people who are extremely toxic online, and some of them are masculine and some are feminine, but the two are mutually exclusive. The idea of toxic masculinity is to shame men for doing things that other people don't agree with. There is no such thing as toxic masculinity.
Y'all let me know if bro was spot on in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and slide over to the next slide. Salute to this brother up here.
You know, when Kevin Samuels died.
Pause this. Salute the ugly money man. Bro be going in.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Some people say he's hyperbolic, with the soundboard and all that. But again, all I ask, the same thing I ask when I'm talking to people about my content or my thought processes. Tell me where I told you a lie. Not what you don't like. Not that you don't like how I cuss. Not that you don't like my thought process. Not even that you disagree. We can disagree and still be respectful, right? Tell me where I told you a lie. I'm going to let bro cook.
They celebrated his death. They literally celebrated this man's death like he was a murderer, like he was a rapist, like he was a tyrant, like he was a bigot, like this guy had killed someone, had robbed someone, had did atrocious and terrible things to society. They celebrated this man's death more than they celebrated Osama bin Laden that flew a plane in the Twin Towers. They celebrated this man's death more than they celebrated Saddam Hussein, who killed thousands of people. They celebrated this man's death more than they celebrated Jeffrey Dahmer, more than they celebrated Timothy McVeigh. They celebrated his death like he was evil. And all he did was talk on a microphone and tell women to respect men. All he did was tell some black men's truth. All he did was try to be able to bridge a gap between black women's expectations and black men's actual realities. And they hated him for it. They celebrated his death. They wished him bad, and they still do to this day. For all y'all people that used to celebrate Kevin Samuels' death, you celebrated it. Y'all still single and still ain't got married yet. So long live Kevin Samuels, and he was obviously right, because you still don't got a ring on your motherfucker bitch.
But, I could be all wrong. Maybe I'm just full of shit. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
RIP to the GOAT, man. Salute the ugly money for that. Simple drop, truth. And let me tell y'all something. Everybody, not everybody, but think about it like this. Jeffrey Dahmer got a couple of movies. I think some of the higher ups, some of those that sit at the high table. By the way, I'm taking the name Baba Yaga because I'm gonna have to start smoking some of these cats this upcoming year. So I'm gonna be on some John Wick shit. So yeah, so Kofa's gonna be the Baba Yaga. That's another nickname you can add. Toothpick Kofa, Red Pool, the Baba Yaga. I'm not the guy. I'm not the boogeyman. I'm the guy you send to kill the fucking boogeyman.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
So 2024 gonna have a lot of smoke because it's needed. I started to see that. I've been promising y'all this shit. I'm gonna have to start. Yeah. Anyway, getting off that. But what Ugly Money just said about Jeffrey Dahmer got less hate than Kevin Samuels. That guy got a few movies. We just had a whole series on Netflix. Being in the military, I told you I did some time down in Guantanamo. Not in the camps, but I worked in the camps as a soldier. I have literally laid eyes on the people that knocked down the towers. Literally. They have lawyers. They have representation, y'all. These cases are still going on from 2001 when them towers fell. They still have representation. They have better representation in a military court for terroristic acts. They have more support in that space than Kevin Samuels got in the court of public opinion.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Just want to let that sit there for a minute. Just think about that for a second and get to y'all comments. Take Heed says, Quiet Storm and her are in these YouTube streets tonight.
You go, girl!
I know Dr. Tia-san, I think he was live. I want to say Andre was live or somebody else that I follow, a bigger name that I follow. I believe they were live, but I believe Dr. T is live right now, and I couldn't catch it obviously for the show. I was hoping to almost be done cooking by now, but again, my whole dog story for those of y'all that came in a little bit later. I found a dog, don't know who the owner is, trying to figure it out. Pushed the live 30 minutes, so that's why we cranking up a little bit late, because I found a damn dog again. The fucking neighborhood dog whisperer. Jesus Christ. Where we at? Take Heed laughing. Oh my God. Yes. Yeah, Take Heed says facts. He does go in. He does. And keep on scrolling. Jay Will says, once I see him, I turn down the volume to save my ears.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I'm gonna have to reach out to bro, man. I'm gonna have to get him on the show. I'm trying to do more interviews throughout this upcoming year, y'all. We got to figure that out, but that's on my end, so I got to figure that out. But that's one of the things I want to look to help grow the channel some more. Take Heed says, please hit the like button. Yes, y'all, it's free. The like button is free. You know that's not a super chat, right? It's free. Take your shoes off when you come in my house. Like that damn dog kept trying to come in. Anyways, moving on. Quiet Storm says, them celebrating Kobe and Kevin Samuels' death were the straw that broke my back. I was officially done with American black women after that.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Here's my button. Y'all give me 1 second. You know y'all dropped the name. I gotta find the drop. I need to just add it to the soundboard. Give me 1 second. I hate when I do this. I lost it. Y'all have so many sounds. I know Theo is cold with it. Do Better Podcast. I know bro got he got the best soundboard on fucking YouTube. I know he does. He probably got his shit all organized, not like my dumb ass sitting here scrolling like an idiot. But damn, I cannot believe I lost my Kobe drop, y'all. But anyway, Kobe. But yeah, they brought it back up the old charges. He was a rapist all over again. Kevin Samuels was kitten heels and all types of zesties and all that. And they're still going. But like Ugly Money just said, y'all bitches still by your goddamn self.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Oh, found the chant.
Kobe! 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 Kobe!
Take Heed says, please subscribe to the channel. That button is also free. Thank you, sis. Quiet Storm says, let's go, Kofa. Like a great actor once said, you need people like me to point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. Quiet Storm, we on the same page, bro. I almost added that drop today. I was out there working on the show when that damn dog came by. I had just finished putting the clips up. I was working on some more sound drops, and I was going to add that one. But yeah, I will be the Baba Yaga. International Quiet Storm says, Coach is on, Dennis Sperling is on, Dr. Tia-san Johnson is on, and Kofa alive, man. Shout out to all of us.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Mike Has Bad Knees, greatest YouTube name on YouTube. I'll argue with anybody. What's going on, bro? He says, I just got here. Hope y'all had a good Christmas. Yes, bro, we did. I don't care how y'all celebrate. Enjoy your family when you can. Unless you don't enjoy your family, then do what Quiet Storm did and fly out the fucking country. Because guess what? Had to tell my mama on Christmas Day, Mom, I'm not going to be here next year. My child grown. My daughter going to be 20 in about 30 days. My baby's going to be 20, my baby. My daughter's going to be 20 years old. I did my job. I don't have to sit around and watch kids unwrap presents and get in excited and shit. I'm done with that shit. I don't know where I'm gonna be next year, but I'm gonna be somewhere. Might be over there in Thailand with Richie Mack, because I think they're having the Zoom Fest next year in December. I gotta hit that brother up and check in with him too. So I might be over there in the land of smiles.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Night Train in the building. He says, peace, Kofa and chat. This is the links of not taking accountability for their actions. Big facts, brother.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Logic and Reason said, y'all dust your feet off when you come in Kofa's house. Hit like and subscribe. Thank you for that. Thank y'all. Mona D in the building. What's going on, sis? She says, hello, Kofa and everyone.
You go, girl!
We're going to keep rolling into the content. I think I caught up. Yep, I did that on purpose. I dropped Ugly Money before that. Now we're going to get into a little bit of Kevin.
You don't get rich as an employee. You make other people rich. The deal is, as an employee, you exchange your time, skill set, and expertise for their systems, their security, and their exposure. And if you were smart, you will go in and negotiate the highest money you could get and learn the most you can about the business of what you do, and then leave and do it for yourself. Far too many guys want to get rich as workers. Rich comes from ownership. You don't get rich as an employee.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
I believe we all know that. That second job is important. Don't want you to get comfortable in that first. Again, comfort is the enemy of progress. The whole premise for tonight. Whatever you have going, just like Kevin was saying, you take those skills from that job, no matter how much you hate it. You find something about that job that you do well, whether it's the numbers, saving the company money, whatever the case is. You beef up that resume, you go to the next one. Then you get into the position where you can do something for yourself, where you can have that side business. There are a lot of people pushing entrepreneurship these last few years, and I'm not gonna say nobody. There's a few people out there that are really breaking this thing down. It's very few and far in between though. I can't tell you how to be an entrepreneur. I'm just up here doing it. And this don't feed me. That 9 to 5, that military uniform is still feeding me right now. I just don't have the time. But if I had to focus on YouTube, y'all would see me every day, all day on a regular and more consistent basis. Y'all see how I was able to handle that? That's where a lot of my subs came from during the month of May. I was live every day in May this year. So if I had the time, I would be here more often, but I don't have the time to really grow the channel like I want to. I have other obligations, which is fine, but I'm able to come here and have a conversation with you all because of the conversations I've had at my 9 to 5. I took that skill set. You can put me damn near in any room. As long as they speak English, I'll be good. And I'm still working on my Spanish. So again, skilling and scaling up. Continue to grow, bro. Don't get comfortable. Speaking of Spanish, use Duolingo. Start out at that child's level. Don't worry about how silly you sound. Don't worry about how silly you look at whatever age, and people, why are you trying to learn that now? I'm not going to be pushing passports, international travel, any of that shit if I can't come behind you and tell you to say, hey, you need to learn the language of that culture. You need to learn how they move over there. We think we have a monopoly on the world as Americans, let alone Black Americans. So many people are doing hip hop and, different, their version of it. We think we got a monopoly on cultures because people are able to pick off of our culture. And then when we don't represent the culture right, somebody else can come in and backdoor. This is where you get an Eminem. This is why you get an Umar mad about, to say Eminem is one of the greatest ever, disrespectful. No, the fuck it's not. You may not like the content of his flow, but that white boy can go. We all know that. He cold on the mic. We know that. You don't have to like him, but you can't take that shit away from him. Easily top 10. That's how I feel. And I'm a hip hop head. It is what it is. But going back to what Kevin just said, it's about taking those skills that you're learning, going through that bullshit you're going through, figure out how to give something back to yourself. What did Kofa just say at the top of the live? Whatever good you've been giving to the world, that job, that woman, those kids, start giving to yourself, bro. Let me slide to y'all comments real quick. Mona D says she's well, chilling, relaxing, had to take a nap. Me too. Mona says, how are you, Kofa? I'm good, sis. I took a nap earlier. You came in a little bit late, so I found a dog. The dog is down in the garage. It's not my dog. I called the animal shelter. They talking about 24 to 48 hours to come pick up the damn dog. So I have a dog right now. I don't even want to name the dog, but he listens, so he not tripping. I thought he was going to be whining. He started whining. When I came up here first, told him to shut up. He responded by shutting up. He's down there asleep now. Let him use my space heater, gave him some blankets, fed him, gave him some water, walked him. He good. So I'm good, sis. Logic and Reason says, Kofa, do you plan on doing another full month live next year like last May? Broken Traditions, B Trolling as we call him over here. He's the one that challenged me to that every day in May live, and we did a couple of lives together. And the last live we did, I actually hit my 1,000 subscribers. So salute to BT.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I hit my 1,000 subscribers that day, and I was close to my watch hours, but that helped me shoot up. So I'm thinking about it. I might make that a Growth Talk tradition with going live every day in May. We'll see as it get closer. I'll let y'all know, but I have thought about it. BT kind of trolled me again, but kind of inspired me again like he always does. Even when BT be troll, I'll tell you, he's the most supportive troll. You want BT on your fucking team.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
That's my dog. But yeah, so yeah, Logic and Reason. I may do it again in May. I may make it a tradition. Let me see. Mona D talking about woof. God damn it, girl.
You go, girl.
Talking about what kind of dog and how old do you think he is? He's still a puppy. He got some size on him. He's a pit, so he got some size on him. But you can tell he just still playful. He listen, kind of scary. Like, hey, I'm not playing with you. He sat his ass down. So he's still a puppy. He'll still listen. A little bit hard-headed, but if I had him, I would work on it. But again, still working on leaving for the military. So whenever that shoe drops, I'm not going to be here to have a dog. So can't do that to him. I thought it was my neighbors. I walked him down there to the old lady house, Mona. I know I'm retelling the story for those that just heard it, but I walked him down to the old lady house. I thought it was, and she was like, nah, baby, that ain't my dog. My dog died. God damn it.
Wait, it gets worse.
It's not funny. I felt bad for that old lady. I was like, shit. Okay, ma'am, I'm sorry. Had to walk him back, chain him up, and put Mona talk about. Oh, that shit was fucked up. Lord jeez, I felt bad. I still do, but I thought it was her. She got it. She had a great pit like he is. So Corey Joe says, yes, consistency is key. Just keeping with it. When I kept dropping that content, again, just constantly growing and trying to figure this stuff out. The whole premise of the night. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Don't get comfortable, brothers. You can sit down, breathe a minute, relax, enjoy the fruits of your labor. Make you some juice out of the fruits of your labor. Whatever the fuck you want to do, make you a smoothie out of it. Get your ass up, get right back to it, pick up where you left off, and keep scaling and scaling up. Don't do what Kofa did, take damn near a whole year off from my tech journey, and now I feel like I'm kind of having to regain my footage. Some of this stuff stick, some of it stuck, but a lot of it is coming back, and then some of the stuff is like, damn, I should know this. So kicking myself in the ass, but it won't happen again. Look, damn, Kofa. Not her dog died. Terrible, man. Oh man. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on growing. Take heed says amen. Yes, ma'am. Let's go ahead and keep running. Got 2 more Kevins, so we're gonna hit you with this. That was the employment. Did I do that right? There we go. Here we go.
You got to give yourself a break, man. Give yourself a break. Give me a break, and you got to break these cycles. So many of us did not get what we needed in childhood, did not get what we needed in our formative years, did not get what we needed when we decided to go to college and relationships and this and that. And the bottom line is this. The thing you want is likely being the better version of yourself. You notice when I tell people you attract what you are and you hate the things you are, it's because I've sat there and have had to do that work, that intensive work, that uncomfortable work, the work that comes along with having to be vulnerable in front of a therapist, in front of a counselor, to sit there and talk it out, to understand that you bring you to every situation that you're in. you know, I could be all wrong. Maybe I'm just full of shit. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
What do I always say? You take you wherever you go.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
When we're talking about comfort is the enemy of progress, I'm talking about mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, all that shit. You think these bodybuilders, these extreme athletes really want to do that shit? Everybody would love to pop a pill and then wake up with an 8-pack and you're 6'2" and you know you could compete with NBA players and all that. No, it takes work. We preach that over here. It takes work. Don't let anybody take your work ethic away. I may not have been the smartest in the room. I always had to work harder than the next person to get where I wanted to be. Always, it was like that with basketball, and I could shoot the lights out. But I didn't score a lot because I didn't have a lot of confidence in my. But I knew I could shoot, but I didn't have that confidence. As hard as I worked, and that's the other part that comes with it, right? Because I got comfortable with passing. Magic Johnson was one of my favorite players growing up. I love those no looks. I practiced those as well. So I got comfortable giving somebody else the ball, letting them take the shot, and letting the game flow and live and die with whether they made it or not. I did my job, right? Sometimes I took the easy way out. When I needed to score, I did. I'm just using basketball as an analogy. But you have to get out of that comfort zone of, hey, I just did my job. What extra did you do? It's another short I dropped last week, I believe, as well. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. One more time. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary, or extraordinary, how it's pronounced, is that little extra. You're going to have to put in a little bit of extra work, bro. Just is what it is. Get y'all comments real quick. Quiet Storm dropped Kevin's link. Y'all please go back through and rewatch some of them videos because he was up on YouTube for a minute, so I know it's stuff you missed. He left us a wealth of information and good conversations. Mona says, sure is. I've been uncomfortable sleeping in this week and missing the gym. Time to get back to it tomorrow.
You go, girl!
Big facts. Take Heed says, all right, now, I appreciate you, Take Heed, man. Y'all supposed to be hyping me up. And salute to Richie Mack, man. I didn't think I was on his radar like that. Like, I met him at the Conclave. Apparently, the brother is checking in every now and then. I stopped in one of his lives, and he was like, you know what's dope? You know, the bigger YouTube subscribers, they'll tell their YouTubers, they'll tell their subscribers to come subscribe to some of us as smaller channels. He was like, y'all go subscribe to this brother's channel. He said, you know what's unique about Kofa? He has a lot of sisters over there supporting him.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
I don't take it lightly. Thank you, Take Heed. Thank you, Mona. Thank you, Mona Go. Thank you, Almanaz. Thank you, Felicia. Thank you, all the sisters that stop in. Thank y'all. I really mean it, because I looked at my analytics and it was one point I had like 2% female subscribers. Then it went to 15. Then it went to like a quarter. So even though the sisters may not drop in and say anything, I know they're watching. I thank all of you. Even though this is a men's-centric channel and we're focused on the brothers, I really appreciate the support. And I hope I'm giving you something to give to your sons, especially, but your brothers, even having conversations with your husbands. Like, it blew my mind a couple of weeks ago when Take Heed was like, hey, I'm in here, me and my husband listening to you. Blew my mind. So salute to you and yours. Any of y'all that bring other brothers in here, thank you. Just had to pause for a second. Let me see. Take Heed says, oh my God, that's right. Mona D says, thank you, sis. Thank you. Would not be here without y'all. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Where we at? Let me go ahead and get to this next video. This one is going to be next to the last for the night. This one got some length on it though, but I'm gonna let Kevin run a little bit. Then I'm gonna inject as we go through. We almost done, y'all. A little bit. This is that old Kevin intro. Closer to the new, but
embrace
old.
it. Embrace it all, because understand something. If you want to be a CIA man, a confident, intelligent, and assertive guy.
Pause. I don't think I played this before. I think I had it in the chamber, but I didn't let it loose. But in this one, brothers, he's speaking about embrace being arrogant. I had a huge problem with that. I'm a very quiet, reserved, humble guy. I know I talk my shit on here. I could talk this shit in public. The Kofa on YouTube is the Kofa off of YouTube when we have these conversations like this. But in my general day-to-day life, I'm out of the way. Again, I found a fucking dog because I was sitting in my garage minding my business, smoking a fucking cigar.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
When I go out, I typically go out to a cigar lounge. Pretty reserved guy. I had to learn to start embracing being confident. I don't want my confidence to really turn into arrogance, thinking I'm better than somebody, but that's not what Kevin's saying here. We're going to let him do his spiel so we can have him say it and put context onto it, but embrace being confident. Somebody is going to be better than you, and that means you're better than somebody else. And it sounds fucked up. My pops told me this a long time ago. No matter what the fuck you're going through, somebody got it worse. Those are Kofa's words. My dad don't cuss. But no matter what you're going through, somebody has it worse. As messed up as that sounds, like, yeah, hey man, that guy got it worse than me. But no, seriously take a look at where you could have been. Maybe where you should have been by your own action, but by the grace of God, you're here where you are. You can grow from where you are. Some of us used to be there. You only look back to see how far you come. That's it. You don't look back because you're not going that way. That's why the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror. I forgot what the country dude that just won the award said that, but it's true. I've heard that saying before. The windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror. You only look back to see how far you come. I'm gonna let Kevin run.
Understand something. You are going to be insulted because you're a winner. Winners always get insulted by losers. They're going to call you arrogant. They're going to call you condescending. They're going to call you, they're going to throw a bunch of insults at you, but what they're not going to do is they're not going to be able to beat you. It is going to dog it. Anytime someone is a winner, they have haters. Name me how many people hate Tom Brady and the Patriots. But you know who doesn't hate them? Patriots fans. People hate the Dallas Cowboys because they're called America's team. All winners have haters. Now, we understand that at the high levels, you know, as sports and entertainment, but here in the middle levels, trying to get to the elite levels and to the top 10%, I need you guys to understand something. People are going to come at you. They're going to say, like I said, one of the biggest ones they're going to call you is you're full of yourself. You think you're so this. You think you're so that. You know who's going to say that? People who are trying to keep you down.
Pause it real quick. He used sports as an analogy. I'm going to use Alabama. I'm going to use the, hold up, got to show y'all. I'm going to use the Alabama Crimson Tide, Roll Tide. I'm going to use Alabama football. We haven't won a championship in the last 2 years. 2-3 years maybe. We didn't make the playoffs last year. We constantly have haters in the sports world because of the work that was put in prior to. That legacy is set. It's certain things that we expect from our football program. You see how I just said "are" like I'm on the team, but that's how we look at it. Alabama doesn't have a professional team, so when we're thinking excellence, we're thinking about the University of Alabama football program. Hate us, love us, whatever the case may be, you know that work got put in. And what Kevin is saying right here, even if you're in the lower tier, middle tier level, when you start to scale and scale up, when you start to make those strides towards success, you're going to have those haters. So imagine once you actually win, a lot of that love is false. People just want to attach themselves. People just want to wait at the end of the finish line. You did the work. At the end, bitch, you weren't with me shooting in the gym. You didn't shed the blood, sweat, and tears, literally, to get where we're at. It's so many brothers that have broken bones at the job or been sick and still showed up and got their job done. Might cry in the break room, Might cry in the car. Sit outside in your driveway outside your house when you get off. Be damn near broken, but you're still going. You're still here, bruh. You here for a reason. Again, why would you stop now? Because of what somebody said? Fuck it. Matter of fact, goddamn it, for those people out there.
Fuck you and your family, bitch!
Let me bring Kevin back up, pick up where we left off. So I want y'all to have the attitude of this little girl right here.
They're going to throw a bunch of insults at you, but what they're not going to do is they're not going to be able to beat you. It is going to dog it. Anytime someone is a winner, they have haters. Name me how many people hate Tom Brady and the Patriots. But you know who doesn't hate them? Patriots fans. People hate the Dallas Cowboys because they're called America's team. All winners have haters. Now, we understand that at the high levels, you know, as sports and entertainment, but here in the middle levels, trying to get to the elite levels and to the top 10%, I need you guys to understand something. People are going to come at you. They're going to say, like I said, one of the biggest ones they're going to call you is you're full of yourself. You think you're so this, you think you're so that. You know who's going to say that? People who are trying to keep you down. They're not telling you that because they think less of you. They're telling you that because you have the nerve to believe in yourself and stand on what it is you believe. You're
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Not because you don't believe in yourself, because you standing on business. Because you standing on what you believe. Keep it running.
Going to have men throw it at you, but what you're not going to have is some guy who's above you or better than you throwing it at you. You're never going to have somebody that you're trying to compete with saying you're arrogant. You're going to say, all right, that's what I mean. Do it. Be courageous. Push, push, push. That's right. Matter of fact, you're going to have winning kind of guys be like, yeah, do that, do that. You know the guys who are going to throw it at you? The guys who don't want to do the work. Guys that don't want you to make it so hard for them. Then of course they're gonna call you all these things. Look at him, you over there trying to be opportunistic, and you over there trying to schmooze, and you over there trying to glad hand. I'm gonna keep it real. It's always the keep it real dudes. What they're really saying is, I want you to stay down here. I don't want you to shine so bright it makes it hot on me. Could you not be so good? Could you not shine so bright? Could you not make me look like I'm just average and mediocre? That's what's at the basis of all this other kind of stuff. And I get so tired of guys who are smart, who are accomplished, who are capable, who have the stuff that it takes, dumbing themselves down to make other people feel better.
Comfort is the enemy of progress. Stop dumbing yourself down, bro. You're smart. You were smart and you got this job. What's to say you can't get another one? What's to say you can't get a better one? Same thing goes with same thing goes with relationships. What's to say you can't get a better woman after you done lost one? If you got you a solid one, you know, I'm big on that over here too. Hold on to her. Keep growing with her. But if you got to the point that you're at now, because it was a point that you're at now, you weren't there. So if you weren't there before and you got there, why would you get comfortable being there? Understand what you're doing, learn what you're doing, learn the next step or two or three up. It's a big thing in the military. I'm gonna pivot real quick of working what we call, you can work 2 up, 1 down. Some of our positions are, let's say a E5. I know y'all may not know the ranks, but you're an E5. You really don't want to work in a E4's position, but if you have to, the Army may put you there. But what you should be looking to do is be that E5 as a rank, and you're trying to get to that E7 level, at least in work and skill and knowledge, as much as you can. The military promotes should. We've been fucking up a lot lately. It is what it is. But the military promotes based on your potential. What you have already shown them, you have the leadership capabilities of going to the next level or 2. The military does it all the time. That's when they start looking, okay, cool. Who are we going to pick for this position? Right now, this position I'm in is supposed to be for a step above my rank. I'm an E6 right now. So I'm working in an E7 slot. But the thing is, the way I move, the way I work, the skill set I have. I know I'm talking military talk. Y'all stay with me. The skill set that I've acquired over the last 15 years, I've really been doing E7 and E8 work since I was an E4. I've been working 4 levels above where I'm at right now. I've already done that. So when it comes time for me to sit in that position, I already know I'm going to kill it 2 levels above. It's just a matter of finding what position at what unit and what location, all that stuff that goes into it. But you want to work above where you're at, where your skill set is supposed to be, what they think your job title is. You might be the supervisor, but you're not the manager, but you're the one that's actually managing, moving things. When I went and got my my project management, my MBA in project management, when I was studying, I was like, damn, I know half of this shit. I just had to relearn some of the lingo. I had already been doing it. It's a lot of things that y'all are doing already, brothers, on these jobs, in these relationships, in the community. You're a cut above the rest, but your ass got comfortable. You got used to certain things. This is just the way it is, man. You know how it go. No, that's not how the way it go. You might need to step off and do your own thing. You might need to start looking for that other job outside of the company that you're with right now. I know you're thinking about how many years you put in, all the work you done put in, the people you done met. You're getting comfortable, bro. Let that shit go. If they ain't talking about no bread, let that shit go. If they're not talking about a leadership role, let that shit go. Do not get comfortable. Comfort is the enemy of progress.
Listen to me when I tell you this. Man, there have been so many times that guys have thought, if I just failed, they'd like me more. And what you're gonna find is if you fail, you become just like the people that you think would like you more. They're gonna still not like you. Matter of fact, they're gonna resent you. They're gonna say, look, I understand why I'm a failure. I understand why I didn't do it, but look, he had all these opportunities. He ended up right here. You don't do them any favors by failing. You know what you do? You go ahead and become the man you need to be. You go ahead and get up to the top of the top, the tippy top. You get your name up on Mount Rushmore. You climb Everest. You make as much. You go as high. You go as far as you can, and let the haters stand outside and call you whatever outside of the gates. That's right.
You know why people talk behind your back? Because they're behind you.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Let's get back to it.
Outside the gates of your mansion, outside, while you're flying on your G6, let them call you all that crap from coach or on the bus. I'm a firm believer in this. That's why I was gonna make notes on this, but I'm sorry. I'm just going off the cuff because I have seen this stuff so much in my life. I've had the people throw stuff like that at me, but you know what? I've never had somebody doing better than me call me any of this stuff. And it's one of the few things that you can rest assured that if you want to be better than 90% of people, you're going to have people throw shit at you. They're going to do it. They're going to do it, especially the men that you are beating. Now, let's flip it up. The women that say it, they don't understand why. Why they understand it? Because you make it harder for them to actually keep your attention. Oh, did I say that out loud? See, I've never had a woman call me arrogant. Or take that back. Take it back. Let me not be hyperbolic. Arrogant is a compliment for most women. Arrogant is a compliment for most women because it's like, damn, you got balls. You have courage. You actually have the courage of your convictions. You have enough to stand on it and say it directly to their face and not flinch. So embrace it. Embrace the arrogance. What's the difference between cocky and confidence? It's not bragging if it's true. If you're a winner, you're a winner. It's not bragging.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Bro, cooking. It's not bragging if it's true, y'all. You got to be able to stand on your word. And it's not a arrogance, braggadocious type of thing to say, hey, I did X, Y, and Z. I started letting that shit loose when I say I worked in the community. I raised a whole adult out here. It's not bragging, bro. So many of us have done so much work that we don't see as work because it's become normalized. Well, that's what you're supposed to do as a man. We hear other brothers say that. That's what you're supposed to do as a man. I don't need no accolades as a man. Them not the cats you want to rock with, bro. And it's not like you need a parade. You don't need nobody to kiss your ass. If they're not going to acknowledge it, you need to acknowledge it for yourself, that you did that work. I almost lost this house fucking with the wrong woman because I thought it's just a house. My homeboy had to pull my coat. Hey, bro, she fucking with you because she see your success. I'm like, what success? It's just a house. Then I started looking at the numbers. Then I started looking at how many people don't own a home. Then I started looking at the housing market. Give yourself the accolades. You did something. I don't give a fuck if you're in a 1-bedroom, if you're in a studio apartment. Give yourself the accolades. There's somebody out there sleeping on the fucking curb tonight.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
All it takes is looking in the mirror and say, I can do better. Plain and simple. It's not knocking it out the park tomorrow, but start analyzing, looking at that shit, looking at yourself, and building up. Let's keep on going.
Difference between cocky and confidence, I look at it, you can be cocky when you have the confidence that you know you're going to put the work in to get it done. There's one thing to sit around and talk about something and you don't have the work, the hashtag show your work, you don't have the receipts, you don't have the numbers, you don't have the facts, you don't have the data, you just have the belief in yourself. Well, I'm still a proponent for that because here's the thing, only you know whether or not you're going to do the work. But if you can say you're going to do great things, you're going to be great because you know that you're going to do the work, then do it. Say it. Say it and make it and put the pressure on yourself. Put the pressure on yourself to hold yourself accountable. So when you do make the result, when you accomplish what it is you say you're going to accomplish, nobody can say anything other than he may be arrogant, he may be cocky, he may be this. Yeah, but he also got it done. He delivered. Don't have to like him, but there's the result. That's why I love this whole business of image. It's about outcomes. It ain't bragging if it's true. So like I say, embrace the arrogance. You might as well go ahead and get to learn to like it, learn to love it. Because you do no one any favors by saying, you know what, I'm gonna dim my light. I'm not gonna wear my suit on Saturday. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna dress better. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. Matter of fact, I'll just sit around here and be like everybody else. Then they'll like me more. No, they won't. They won't like you anymore, and you won't like yourself anymore either because you.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
You're not even going to like yourself. Had to remind one of my brothers the other day. We were talking, and he was asking me, do I get lonely and shit like that? Because, you know, he's kind of in that space right now. It is what it is. But I told him a lot of men are lonely because they don't know how to be by themselves. They don't know how to be by themselves because they don't like themselves. They don't like themselves because they don't know themselves. And then it goes right back to not wanting to be by yourself because you don't know. It's a vicious ass cycle. Do not keep this shit going, y'all. Comfort is the enemy of progress. I'm going to let Kevin finish out.
No good and doggone well, you're cheating yourself. I don't want you to cheat yourself to make somebody else feel comfortable. I want you to make your competition sweat. I want you to make it hard on your competition. I want you to make it hard on the women who want to be in your life. Because if you're going to win, you're going to get out there and do what it takes to succeed. And I want you to get all the results. What do you think? People out here that are millionaires and billionaires, people who are rich and wealthy, what do you think they do? They still eat. Well, you know what? I'm eat spam. I'm eat peanut butter and jelly because I don't want to forget that mess. Many people don't know how rich and wealthy people actually live, but I tell you what, they don't live worrying about what people who have less than them think about them. They really don't. They may say it in public, but they don't. Tywin Lannister, the lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of the sheep. What do you want to be? If you want to be a lion, guess what? You're going to have to eat some sheep. You're going to have to eat a whole bunch of stuff, and none of your prey likes to be eaten. What are you going to do? Become a vegetarian? Go eat some grass? Go be nice to it?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
You going to stop eating because somebody else wants you to? You going to stop eating because they see you eating their meal or eating them? Term used loosely. You're going to turn to a vegetarian is what Kevin's saying. You're just going to stop because you hurt somebody. Your progress, your effort, your work ethic hurt somebody else's feelings because they too lazy to get out the fucking bed.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Talk to it, man. Be a lion. Do what you have to do. Embrace the arrogance. It's one of your superpowers. Peace.
Hey guys, whether looks, style, or life, whether personal or professional, you can level up and be your personal best each and every day. If you're interested in any of that, do us.
Bring it back on me. Before I even get going, man, let me catch RBN Super Chat. I appreciate you, good brother, with the $10 spot. I appreciate you. He says, my favorite place is in my nearly 3,000 square foot home, watching TV and building my next live stream.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I'm gonna hit you with a 5.
These last $2.
That's 7.
We got $1. We got $1. We got $1. Hey, 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 hey.
That's 8. And one more time.
These last $2.
Real Bravado right back with the $2 super chat says, oh, and doing it alone.
These last $2.
I try not to play 5 on it back to back. YouTube be hitting me up like I'm playing the whole fucking song. I don't know why. So that's why I chopped your money up, RBN. I appreciate you though, TJ. Big facts. And I tell I tell people all the time, look, I'm sitting in this house that I work for. When my homeboy had to pull my coat, I went through what I went through with old girl. I really had to sit by myself. I had to sit by myself and figure out what I didn't like about myself. And the number one thing that I had was people pleasing.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Me and Mona just had a short exchange on IG about that. It was a post that somebody said, what's something that you don't like about yourself or you didn't like about yourself that you changed? Something to that effect. Thank you again, TJ. And I put people pleasing. Mona came right up under my comment and was like, me too. It's so many people that have done that, but we don't see it as a bad thing because you're the helper, like with my goddamn dog downstairs. But you're the helper. So that drains you, that burns you out. And again, like Kevin just said, you think they'll like you more because you want somebody to do for you what you've been doing for everybody else. You think they'll like you more. Don't work like that, pimp. I don't give a fuck how you slice it. I don't care what age group you in, what phase of life you in. No, it doesn't work like that. People actually detest people that help all the damn time. Don't believe me? Why do you have to create a separate rule or money-making entity called a nonprofit organization? They're giving all this help, but they're non-profit. Now we know people done figured out loopholes and stole money and all that jazz. But just think about that for a second. People like people that go out there and get it themselves. Mama may have, Papa may have. God bless the child that got his own.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Nothing says having your own like your work ethic. No one can take that away from you. Something else my pops taught me. Once you got it up here, can't nobody take that away from you. You can lose a car. You can lose a fucking dog. That's the theme of the night as well. That's the sub theme, that goddamn dog. But anyway, you can lose material shit. Once you got it up here and you of sound mind and body, as they say in the church, you can work. You can go out there and get it. Bro, you ain't got no excuse. You might have a reason, but you don't have an excuse. If you have that reason, you can work with those. Excuses usually keep you bogged down. Somebody let me know if I'm lying in the chat. There's a difference between a reason and an excuse. You may not be able to do it right now. That's not saying that you can't do it. It's delayed, not denied. One more time. Whatever you're trying to get to, it may be delayed, but it's not denied. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Let me catch this other super chat. RBN just hit me again with the 5 spot. He said, I just had a woman tell me I'm wasting my time working like I do. You tell her I said,
whatever it is that you and your friends do,
Please do it somewhere else.
And
Fuck you and your family, bitch!
and if she get mad, we can fight about it, TJ.
Yeah! They squabbling out there now. Yeah!
Shout out to Uncle Jerome. Bruh, put in the work. You already know. I know that shit went in one ear and out the other. And I know you legitimately laughed your ass off with that silly ass shit. But you see what I'm talking about? When brothers put in the work, we wrong. When we're helping everybody else and not putting in the work on ourselves, we're wrong for that. What are we supposed to do? Catch these comments. Mona says, sounds like she needs to stay out of men business.
You go, girl!
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Yeah, we squabbling out here now. Going into 2024. Gonna have to. Where we at? RBN says, wow, I hope Logic and Reason says, wow, I hope you told her to get on with that. No room for haters at all.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
We ain't got room for that, y'all. After eagles fly to a certain height that other birds can't get to. So if they fighting, you seen birds fighting or whatever, that hawk, that eagle gonna get sore up. The air gonna get too thin for the rest of them. When you scaling and scaling up, bro, the air gonna get too thin. Everybody can't go. We getting ready to cap it off. I found this video, man, and it's a little short clip, but the way this dude broke this shit down, I'm gonna let it speak for itself. Pay attention.
I studied the Korean War. It was the only war in which no American prisoner ever escaped from a minimum security camp. You see, they have a way of checking you out by asking you questions about your life. What are you going to do when you get back? How much money do you need? If you said, I just want to be happy, I just want peace, the mind says, piece of pie, piece of bread, piece of what? You need to take the generalities and give them specificity. They took the people with no goals and called them purposeless. They put them in minimum security camp country clubs, and they tried to reorient them in the library. The death rate went up, the disease rate was up in the minimum security camp with more food and comfort. In the maximum security camp, they put people like you and I, people who had deep beliefs, people who wanted to get home, who knew what kind of goals we believe in, and they classified them as dangerous because they were leaders. The maximum security camp was full of purposeful people who were beaten and starved. The death rate went down, the disease rate was down, and many of them escaped. They knew where they were going, and they got there.
I'm gonna replay that one because he dropped that comfort word one more time.
I studied the Korean War. It was the only war in which no American prisoner ever escaped from a minimum security camp. You see, they have a way of checking you out by asking you questions about your life. What are you going to do when you get back? How much money do you need? If you said, I just want to be happy, I just want peace, the mind says, piece of pie, piece of bread, piece of what? You need to take the generalities and give them specificity. They took the...
Take your general stuff, the stuff you've learned on the job, and specify what you did for that job so you can build that resume, learn the skill set possibly, and do it yourself.
People with no goals and called them purposeless. They put them in minimum security camp country clubs, and they tried to reorient them in the library. The death rate went up, the disease rate was up in the minimum security camp with more food and comfort. In the
more food, more comfort, pretty much put them in a minimum security prison, what he called a country club. The disease and death rate went up. Why? Comfort. You're sitting there not doing anything. You're waiting on somebody else to let you out.
Some security camp, they put people like you and I, people who had deep beliefs, people who wanted to get home, who knew what kind of goals we believe in, and they classified them as dangerous because they were leaders. The maximum security camp was full of purposeful people who were beaten and starved. The death rate went down, the disease rate was down, and many of them escaped. They knew where they were going, and they got there.
They knew where they were going, and they got there. From a maximum security prison during the Korean War. Hold on, I forgot to give that dude this.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
So you're under tighter restrictions, you're being beaten and starved. I don't want to be there. They could have got comfortable. They could have complied and broken. Probably would have moved them over to the minimum security, right? oh man, this is what it's like over here. Got comfortable again. Disease and death set in. It doesn't have to be a physical death. Once this is gone, the whole psyops, military, some of this stuff in these movies that y'all see is real. Once this shit right here is broken, the rest gonna follow. It's just like pimps talk about. Once I got her mind, I can get her body. Got to keep this sharp. You got to, brothers. You cannot get comfortable. Enjoy, relax even. But comfort is the enemy of progress. If I wasn't doing my job here on YouTube, wouldn't have ran into a KP, wouldn't have ran into a Quiet Storm, wouldn't have had two brothers pushing me, go get that global entry. That was the next step. I knew I needed a passport, but for what? Like Andre from Love Crossing Borders always said, it's people that have their passport and they only use it for cruises and to go to Canada.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Nah. Y'all finna get international Kofa next year. That's what it's gonna be. Moving around, meeting different people, again, trying to grow this channel. Not trying to, excuse me, I misspoke. Growing this channel. So we're gonna be here building. We're gonna get more content like this. Y'all let me know if y'all like this type of content. I know I've done it sparingly. I talked about the relationship, celebrity stuff. I'm always gonna be pouring into the brothers. But I really want to focus on us sharpening our swords, our skills, and getting better, because I got to go get smarter people than me in certain areas. That's what I'm talking about, doing the interviews. So it's going to continue to grow. The Baba Yaga is here. I'm going to be killing it in 2024. I did not come to play. I had to figure this shit out in 2022. Damn near took a 2-month break in the beginning of this year. Figured it out. Skilled and scaled up after May. Baba Yaga's coming. Let me get to y'all comments. Where we at? Corey Joe says, y'all heard this yet? Not sure. I'll check it out afterward, bro, because we getting ready to get up. But y'all go ahead and check that link. Where we at? Let me scroll. KP says he sounds like Jim Rohn, but that's not him. KP says, enjoy this world, not only the U.S., bro. Stamps on stamps.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And somebody was saying, I want to say it was Andre, was like, you a passport OG when you get 50 stamps in your book. So that's going to be a definite goal of mine. That's not going to happen next year, but I will have some new ones. Let's keep on going. International Quiet Storm says, let's go, Kofa. Let's get that international in your name, bro. Big facts. I'm working on it, dog. The world is your damn oyster.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And I already got the hot sauce.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
I love oysters. But yes, international will be in the name soon. So we're gonna have International Kofa, Red Pool, Toothpick Kofa, Conspiracy Theory Kofa, and the Baba Yaga. Because again, I gotta start giving some of these guys smoke, because there's so many pieces being left out, and a lot of these relationship conversations and a lot of these black men conversations. My neighbor calling me back. I know it's not his dog, but I'll hit him back in a second. But yeah, I'm coming. Gotta be on some John Wick shit. I'm gonna have to be squeezing off this year, unfortunately, because I don't like arguing with people. I really don't like arguing, but I'm sick to my stomach of some of the stuff I've been seeing. Everybody want to label passport bros as lame. Everybody want to label black men as corny because of the work that we're doing. And it's small. If we weren't making an impact, as small as this movement is now, if we weren't making an impact, these motherfuckers wouldn't be talking about it.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
But again.
But, you know, I could be all wrong. Maybe I'm just full of shit. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
But I don't think I'm wrong. I appreciate y'all being in here, man. We getting ready to slide. Yes, again, I am a dog owner for the next 48 hours, I guess, until hopefully when people call me tomorrow, Lord Jesus. But getting ready to go check on this dog, make sure he ain't shit in the garage. I had to tie him up. Yeah, already walked him, but hopefully. But let me get to y'all last couple of comments. Where we at? Quiet Storm says, I had to order more pages because Portugal said I ran out of pages to stamp. Ooh, buddy.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Trying to get where you at, bro. That's the goal. I appreciate you setting the bar. I'm coming for that shit. JT in the building. What's going on, good brother? We getting ready to wrap up, but I appreciate you checking in. Make sure you catch that replay, hit the like button, but you already know how we get down over here. I appreciate you being in here. But we getting ready to roll, y'all. Again, once again, brothers, comfort is the enemy of progress. Comfort is the enemy of progress. So you need to go ahead and kill your comfort. You got to change up who you are. Some shape, way, shape, form, or fashion. Physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, all that. Whatever your little blind spots in, try to find your own blind spots. Get around a circle of brothers. Get some solid sisters. Take heed, Mona D, Felicia, y'all sisters been in here. Find these blind spots because y'all good at that. It's easier to be on the outside looking in. And brothers, be open to receive when somebody's telling you about your blind spots and how to get sharper. If they're genuinely invested in you getting better, not being a carbon copy of them, like Kevin was talking about, because misery loves company. People love for you to stay down here. I've been in Atlanta 14 years now. It's still people asking me when I'm coming home. Not coming home to visit, coming home to fucking stay in Alabama.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease!
And I'm not. Once again, thank y'all for being in here. This has been Growth Talk Podcast, where growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. This is where we help men find a positive fuck it. I am your humble host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats. Let me see, make sure I didn't miss any cash apps. Told y'all I'm trying to get better with that. All right, I'm good on the cash apps. Thank y'all for the donations. Thank y'all for the likes, any subscribers. I don't know why my thing doesn't pop up. Pause. I don't know why my emoji doesn't pop up when I get a new subscriber, but I got to check the video, see if anybody actually subscribed, but it is what it is. Thank y'all for being in here. I will catch y'all on the next one. As always, I love you. Ain't shit you can do about it. You matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Peace. Don't adopt a dog. Their work. I'm out. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.